We stopped off in Magdalena and had lunch beside the Rio Asunción. And we heard people talking about how that river used to run year-round. And today it's dry all the time, so dry that it is used as a makeshift road. We learned about the sulfuric acid spill that was caused at Grupo Mexico that poisoned the Rio Sonora. And we're all the more angered because we know the union that worked at that mine was warning Grupo Mexico because of problems with the valves. And we wound up at the Rio Yaqui and heard stories and saw evidence of how threatened that river is because of the diversion, the theft of water by the state of Sonora. And the thing is, all along the way, what we saw are rivers that are dead or dying. Now I want to say, on Saturday, well tomorrow I'm going to New York and I'm going to participate in the Climate Justice March on Saturday, or on Sunday. And on Monday, I'll be participating in an action to shut down Wall Street because of what transnational businesses are doing to our rivers and doing to our climate. And at that action, I'm going to make sure that I'm wearing my Rio Yaqui bandana in honor of the Rio Yaqui. And I just want to say that Mario Luna is not just a spokesperson for the Yaqui people and the Yaqui blockade. He's not just a defender of the Rio Yaqui. He is a person who is leading a struggle against climate injustice, and leading a struggle for all rivers and for us to have an inhabitable earth. He's a real hero for climate justice, and we should all remember that. Thank you. I have a short statement here I want to read. It's kind of the statement in your press packet. It's a little longer, more detailed. The Alliance for Global Justice is angered and distressed to hear about the arrest of Mario Luna. The reasons given for his arrest are simply unacceptable. It is clear to us that Mario Luna is a political prisoner who's been detained for no other reason than his effective work in defense of the Yaqui people and the Rio Yaqui. If anyone is committing a crime, it is the state of Sonora, as it completely disregards both the 1937 treaty guaranteeing the Yaqui people 50% of the flow of the Rio Yaqui, and a series of court decisions calling for a halt to the diversion of the water to Hermosillo. Of course, we in the United States are not without responsibility for this sad situation. The diversion of this water is aimed at supplying the needs of an industrial zone that is inhabited by transnational corporations located there after the passage of the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA. These corporations include Ford Motors, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Heineken, the owners of Tecate and Dos Equis. The threats to the Rio Yaqui and the repression of the Yaqui people are rooted in the injustices that have come about as a result of NAFTA. Another connection to U.S. policies is the prison where we believe Mr. Luna is being held, Ceferezo 11. That prison was built with U.S. funding and advice as part of an effort to restructure the Mexican prison system on a U.S. model. What that means is mass incarceration as a way of dealing with the result of economic disruption and a way of controlling political dissent. Ceferezo 11 is the first prison in Mexico that will be managed by a private for-profit company. It was completed in 2012, and it is already notorious for its abuses of prisoners' rights, including the practice of holding prisoners incognito for long periods of time while denying access to legal defense teams and family. In fact, Mexico's National Commission on Human Rights said that Ceferezo 11 had even graver deficiencies than those found in other jails of the Republic of Mexico without private capital. AFGJ studies have revealed that when prisoners were first transferred there, they were held for well over 5 months, some even longer, without notification given either to defense lawyers or family members. The Alliance for Global Justice demands the immediate release of Mario Luna and for all charges against him to be dropped. We call on the state of Sonora to end its illegal theft of water from Rio Yaqui. We call on the NAFTA signatories to repeal NAFTA and to refuse to pass any further harmful free trade agreements, especially the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which has been called NAFTA on steroids. And while Mr. Luna continues to be detained, we call on the Mexican consulate to inquire about the whereabouts of Mario Luna and to confirm to us where he is being held and exactly what are the charges against him. We call on the consulate to intervene on behalf of Mario Luna to guarantee his rights to regular, immediate, and adequate access to his legal defense team, family, and close supporters. Free Mario Luna.
Free Mario Luna!
Mario Luna, free him. Suéltenlo. Our concern also is his well-being and his safety. We met with him on September the 5th here in Tucson. He informed us that there was a warrant for his arrest. And he told us that si me agarran, me desaparecen. Hola. No, no sé hacer. Pero tengan por ahí encarcelado. Que no esté lastimado. Porque entonces ahí tenemos otro problema. Porque van a arrestar a los demás y se va a pasar igual. So we urge all of you here today to join us, to join the Alianza Indigente Frontera and the fight for our Yaqui people in Sonora, to join us in our fight for freedom of Mario Luna Romero, and to drop all charges against him and the rest of the Yaqui tribe members, leaders of the blockade. We are concerned because our relatives, I have relatives in Potam, Sonora. I have relatives in Licam, Sonora. My family comes from Wiribis, Pueblo, in Sonora. That's where I have all my relatives. I'm concerned about me. Also, on behalf of the UN Commission on Human Rights, which I'm a member of that commission, I will read a short statement that was given to me by one of the members. The UN Commission on Human Rights condemns the action of the Mexican government against one of the fellow Yaqui rebels, Mario Luna. He is protecting what rightfully belongs to the Yaqui people, given to us by our Creator. We see this as a continuation of a policy of genocide that is implemented by the state of Sonora. No living thing can live without water. That is from the UN Commission on Human Rights. So, members of the press, do you have any questions for any of the speakers?
Have you tried contacting the consulate directly?
No, we haven't yet, but that's why we are here to make sure that people know that we're here and we're going to be knocking on the door.
Are you going to go inside or do you expect them to come out?
Well, they probably throw us out, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if you're going to let us in. Right.
You're going to give them one of these?
Yes. I think we already gave.
Okay.
Did you already give one?
Huh?
Did you give him a packet already?
No, I thought you were James and Andrea.
Okay. Yeah, the three of us that are here from all these press conference are going to deliver a package for the country. If he's around, I don't know. But I see the security is right there, ready for some action, I guess.
Do you know where is detained Mario Luna right now? Because we hear a interview this morning in a Sonora radio station with Justice Procurator Justice in Hermosillo, and he never talked about where Mario Luna is detained. Do you know the place where he is detained?
like I said earlier, we don't know exactly where he's at. We know that he was technically a receiver. The family is trying to find out where, because there's two prisons in Hermosillo, and they're trying to find out is he in the old prison or is he in the new prison? Nobody seems to want to tell the family where he's at exactly.
People is talking about Mario Luna is used to be a tool for Sonora government to negotiate with the federal government. Is something about about how he's used?
Yeah. That's one of the things that we'll be looking at right now. Sí, a ver qué podemos hacer. Y a ver, que no es de la patrulla de Ticona, llegaron. A ver qué dicen. Van a correr. ¿Listo para correr, señores?
Firmes, estamos firmes.
¿No tienen más preguntas? ¿Más preguntas? Pues de aquí en adelante vamos a protestar por una hora o dos.
I think he will.
Y vamos a ver si le dan permiso a llegarle un paquete al monte. Primero es que le damos las gracias por llegando, acompañándonos aquí, dentro de la prensa. Si no tiene más preguntas, pues ya hemos terminado con el press conference. Muchísimas gracias. Dios les bendiga a todos. Thank you.
¡Libertad para Mario Luna!